Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this, and I'm in bed, so sue me. But today it was announced that, like its UK partner, Game, the video game store, or store of chains, or chains of stores, whatever it is, has gone into administration. And if you don't know what administration is, it's essentially where they get people to come into the business to try and get it out of the shit. So apparently, Game will trade on an as close to business as usual basis, while the administrators obtain a clearer understanding of the current state of the business and actively pursue options to secure its future. So yeah, maybe if you go into Game or go on their website, their games might be really cheap because they're probably going to go out of business. And what are my thoughts on this? I really don't give a shit, to be honest. I don't buy from Game. I don't buy from EB. But that's where my problem lies with if they go out of business, because if they go out of business, then that'll only leave fucking EB Games and JB Hi-Fi. And believe it or not, there are still dickheads who buy games at EB Games. So if you're one of those dickheads, please pursue a different store or go to ozgameshop.com so you don't have to pay a ridiculous fucking amount of price to get raped in the buttocks. So yeah, essentially I don't really care. There's a Game where I live, in Wollongong. So it'd be sad to see that go, mainly because people work there. But other than that, I don't really give a fuck. Because I don't buy games locally if I have to buy games at all. Because it's ridiculous, the amount of money they want to charge. So if you do buy games at Game, consider buying online at JB Hi-Fi or go into JB Hi-Fi. For those who don't know, JB Hi-Fi is kind of like a Best Buy kind of thing. Or buy online on Oz Game Shop, Dungeon Crawl, Game Lane. These are all great websites that I've used, so I can tell you right now, you will get the game and the game will work. Oh man, I don't feel too well today. So yeah, essentially, I don't really care, like I said, but my main problem is that this will probably push a lot more people to buy at EB Games, because I know for a fact that people live in communities where there is only an EB Games, or a Game, or both. There's not a JB Hi-Fi. So like I said, if you live in one of those rural communities, I hate that word because it sounds strange. Buy online. Oz Game Shop, free postage, so you haven't got to worry if you live out in the sticks somewhere to cost a bloody fortune, because it's free. Game Lane is free postage within Australia. Dungeon Crawl, you have to pay for postage, but you can select Express Post. I'll leave links to all these sites in the bottom again. Or buy on JB Hi-Fi online. I haven't bought on JB Hi-Fi online or pre-ordered anything from there, so I don't know how long it will take or if you'll get it on day one. So yeah, but it's kind of bad for the consumers, because then they're forcing you to go to EB Games, which a lot of people still do, and I don't know why. But if you're an intelligent person, you've probably been buying online already anyway. Because the positives far weigh out the negatives. I can understand that there are certain games that you have to have day one, and I can respect that, but not every game you don't have to have every day one. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but yeah, you know what I mean. For instance, last year I had to buy Saints Row the Third locally because I needed to fucking play it day one, and I did. But your best plan is if you buy a lot of games is to look at the games that are coming out. So say in January, you look at the games coming out this year, and you write them down, and you're like, okay, Max Payne 3, need to get that on day one, I'll buy that at JB Hi-Fi. Call of Duty's coming out, I need that on day one, I can pre-order that at Game or EB, and get it at a midnight launch, because I know that JB Hi-Fi don't do midnight launches. Mass Effect 3 is coming out. I can wait 2 weeks for that, so I might buy it on Oz Game Shop, save 50% of my money, and only wait 1 to 2 weeks for it to get here. Or you can say, oh, what else is coming out this year? Witcher 2 on Xbox 360 is coming out this year. Get that on Game Lane, because it'll get here quicker than it would Oz Game Shop, but I got to spend an extra $5, $10. So this is what you should do, is if you buy a lot of games. And you should do this if you live elsewhere as well, because I'm sure in America actually no, fuck that. If you live in America, you're lucky. You have got no idea how lucky you are. And if you ever complain that a video game costs $60, I will be upset to the point where I might cry. So yeah, that's about it. That's the only problem I have, that it'll probably force a lot of people to go and buy at EB Games, which is just fucking destructive. So that's about it. I got to do another video after this one and probably upload it later tonight. I don't know when, but we'll see. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, rate, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of Game going into administration here in Australia as well. I'm out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Au revoir.